Yo, what is up guys? Henry the Blazer here, and as you can see, today we're going to be doing a player review on this Ruby Darrell Griffith. He's a nice looking 88 overall. I was a little hesitant on this card, but I decided to complete the collection anyways, and I'm so glad I did, and I'm going to show you guys and tell you guys why. So first off, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this card. 88 shooting guard, Ruby, 88 overall. 185 pounds, only 6'4", but it's actually not too bad. 82 defensive overall, but an 88 offensive overall, very nice. As you can see, going to the basket, he's really efficient. He's got a 92 driving layup, and for a bunch of you people that complain that layups don't go in much in the game, you guys got to be using someone that actually has a driving layup. I've been using people that have driving layups, and usually people that have a 90 plus driving layup, most of the time they're going to hit it, and let me tell you that this card does it consistently. Now in the post, he doesn't have much work. He has an 80 draw foul, which is above average. His open mid-range, it's an 82, which is nothing special, I know. But when you get to his three-pointer, it is an 89 open three. His 82 open mid-range, honestly, you do not notice unless you really overthink it. But his 89 open three is really nice, and he's got a very nice release, which you guys will see later. His 78 free throw is nothing to worry about. On the offensive end, I know he's already looking a little underwhelming, but stay with me, guys. As we continue to go look at his stats, he's got decently average passing stats. As far as defense, he's got pretty good defense with 80 lateral quickness, 88 pass perception, 80 shot contest, 80 defensive consistency. So you can see that he's an above average defensive player. And one thing that I like about this card the most though is a 95 driving dunk and the 85 contact dunk. For most of you that haven't been playing this game that much, guys, the contact dunks in this game are a little OP. So when you use the cards that have the right contact dunk, honestly, it's a GG. Now, this is actually one of the cards in the game that actually has one of the higher contact dunks right off the bat when they come out. The only card I know with a contact dunk higher or on par with this guy is the Reggie Lewis. And Reggie Lewis right now is my favorite card in the game. But we'll continue to look at this card, and he's got decently good speed, 84 speed, 86 acceleration, not too crazily high of a vertical, but a 94 stamina, and he's got an 80 reaction time and 90 offensive consistency. So by his stats, just by looking at him, you know he doesn't really look like nothing too special other than his driving dunk. But you guys will see his animations later, and we're going to talk more on reviewing this card. When we look at his tendencies, just take a look at that. For people that had Darrell Griffith before, a lot of people were complaining about him not being able to dunk because of his tendencies. But recently, 2K updated a bunch of tendencies on people, and now he's got a 100 driving dunk tendency, 100 flashy dunk tendency, and he just puts it down all over the place. Now, for those of you that were wondering about the system proficiency, I'm going to put it up here for you guys. As you can see, he's best on the balance in 7 seconds. So he's a fast-paced player. He likes to play quick. So that's for people that have a certain coaching and were wondering if this would work out for you. Well, here's his proficiency, so that can help you decide on whether or not you want to pick this card up. And for those of you that want me to do a video on system proficiencies explaining it, let me know down in the comments below. If enough people want me to tell them about it, I will make a video on it. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and take a look at his badges now. And you can see that he comes with Relentless Finisher, Difficult Shots, Tireless Scorer, Lob City Finisher, Posterizer, and Acrobat. So other than Lob City Finisher, every other badge that he comes with is pretty crucial to him. Relentless Finisher, always a great badge. Difficult Shots is perfect. Tireless Scorer, GOAT badge. Posterizer, beautiful badge. I swear you don't even need Hall of Fame Posterizer in this game with how much contact dunking there is. They're probably going to tone it down with how much people are talking about it. And Acrobat, how can you turn that down when all people complain about is the layups? But now that you guys have seen his badges, now that you guys have seen his stats, his tendencies, we're going to go ahead and quickly jump into freestyle. We're going to talk about this card, and we're going to give you an all-around review on whether or not he's worth the pickup. Alright, hey guys, so as I was actually substituting in Darrell Griffith, I found out something really funny about him. Boy, look at that hairline. We all made fun of LeBron for his hairline. Look at this man's expired hairline. I actually can't get over it. I want to... God damn! Look at that! The hairline is beyond gone, bro. My God. Alright, but enough playing around. We're going to go ahead and quickly turn on his hot zones. And as you can see, for someone that didn't have too high of a mid-range, his hot zones are all around the mid-range and right under the basket, which is mainly what he will be doing for you guys in-game. Now, one thing that's good about this card is that he's good enough with his ball control and how he plays size-wise, speed-wise. He can actually run the point guard and the shooting guard. So that's one thing to keep in mind when using this card. But look at this. as you can tell, he's got a really nice release. That's one thing I forgot to talk about right away. Just look at the release. It's not too fast, not too slow. I forget whose release it reminds me of, but it's just so easy to use. You can see where that hitch is, where you just need to release every time, because it pauses as soon as it gets to the top for a moment right there, and then you release. Money ball almost every single time. Look at the man celebrate. Card is really good though. I definitely recommend, I don't know, I've been playing him at the shooting guard. I haven't had the chance to try him at point guard, but I'm sure he's dominant at point guard. There's some cards like you can really run anything at almost any position when it comes to shooting guards and point guards. You can alternate them. He's got the decent passing stats for him. I mean, he's no 90 dimer, so don't expect him to be a dimer point guard. Really only run this guy to point guard if he's going to be scoring or being a role player, sorry. Now, one good thing and bad thing about this card is, as you've seen, his stats are a little underwhelming. Obviously, I was a little bit disappointed when I initially saw the stats, but the way this card plays is super consistent. Just look at the dunks. Boom! That is one of my favorite dunk animations. When he does that in game, it's literally unblockable because he goes to the side and then dunks it. So the defenders don't really see that coming because that's not a what's it called? Sorry, I can't speak English. That's not a very common dunk technique used by a lot of players. I've only really seen it with one other player, and that's Jerome Kersey. But you can see that this card is super consistent. Money ball almost every single time. He shoots a lot better in the mid-range, as you can see, and it's funny because, like we saw earlier, his mid-range is lower. Now, one thing about this card that is obviously a con is the fact that he is 6'4", and that's why I recommend that for those of you that do struggle or do like that height, keep him at point guard. But I like to run him as shooting guard because I don't see the difference. That's another good thing. The con is he's 6'4". The pro is you don't know he's 6'4" because he plays like he's 6'6". The man has amazing posterizing animations. You can see that he's a high flyer, plays super consistently, very athletic. So that's one thing off the bat that I really like. There's not very many athletic point guards in the game right now other than Darrell Armstrong, in my opinion. So if you're looking for someone who can run the one and be an athletic finisher, because if you're not an athletic finisher in this game, you're not going to be finishing very much at the basket. Layups obviously are a little bit broken if you don't have the right stats for it. So if you want someone who's going to at least draw fouls and attempt to catch bodies, Darrell Griffith is definitely the guy. I'll be showing you guys a little bit of a highlight reel towards the end of the video here, but you can see that he's absolutely a beast. I definitely recommend you guys try to pick him up maybe for under, I'm going to say under about 10 to 11k. Now that might be a little tough with the Supermax being changed up and stuff. Some cards might be going for more than others, so keep that in mind when deciding on when to pick up this card. Try to snipe for him. He's nothing special. I would still say the best shooting guard to pick up is either Reggie Lewis or Dan Marley. I've seen that Richard Hamilton. I was told that Richard Hamilton is a little, and by little I mean he's super overrated, not a very consistent card. So I still stick with the standings that you guys should definitely pick up Reggie Lewis or Dan Marley, depending on what you want. I've done reviews on all of them, so for those of you guys who do want to see reviews on those cards, go ahead and check out my channel, scroll through, check it out. You'll see reviews on them as well as other content. But I definitely recommend that this guy, he's not going to be anything special. He doesn't stick out. One thing that he's a shooter. I think he's more of a shooter than a driver. He's very consistent at the shooting, so I definitely recommend that you guys pick him up. I would give him about I would say 7 to 7.5 out of 10 on the rating scale as far as a shooting guard goes. He just doesn't have the lateral quickness that I want. That's one thing that sucks about him being 6'4", is that he's undersized. So other shooting guards can kind of plow through him when going through the basket, but he does have the strength to kind of push back occasionally. It's just not something I like to risk though myself, so he comes off the bench for me. But anyways guys, there's my review of Darrell Griffith. I'm going to show you the highlight reel right here, but before I do, I want to thank you guys for watching. And if you did enjoy the video, do not forget to leave a like. It's greatly appreciated. And for you new viewers, hit that subscribe button and join the Blazion Nation. We've been growing very nicely, and I can't thank you guys enough for the support. But thanks for watching guys, and take care.